In the heart of Florida, under the blazing sun, there was a young man who once lived a life far away from fame, glory, and Olympic gold. He wasn't born with privilege, nor with a clear path to greatness. He was just another boy, working long shifts in a warehouse, stacking boxes, carrying weight far heavier than most could handle. But inside his heart, there was a fire, a dream, and that dream would one day transform him into one of the greatest legends in the world of volleyball. He, from warehouse worker to Olympic beast. Every morning, his hands carried the roughness of labor, blistered, cut, and scarred from endless hours of lifting crates. The warehouse was dark, cold, and heavy with silence. Yet, he carried a secret hope, because every time his shift ended, he would rush to the sand, to the volleyball court. There, with a worn-out ball and empty bleachers, he felt alive. But in those days, no one believed a warehouse worker could ever be an Olympian. He trained late into the night. Sweat poured, lungs burned, but still, failures came. The ball slipped, the serves missed, the spikes fell short. And when the world laughed, when friends doubted, he sat alone, wondering if he was chasing an impossible dream. Many nights, he whispered to himself, "Is this really for me? Can I ever rise?" But deep inside, the answer was always the same: never give up. Then came the turning point. He dropped the warehouse uniform and committed himself fully to volleyball. His days were no longer about stacking boxes, but stacking victories. The sand became his battlefield, the ball his weapon, and the net his mountain to conquer. Every bruise, every scar, every drop of sweat became proof that he was getting closer. His big break didn't come easy. He lost his first major matches. Crowds cheered for his rivals. Critics said he was too ordinary. But every failure fueled him, because he wasn't just fighting for medals. He was fighting for every dreamer who had ever been told they weren't enough. And slowly, his name began to rise in the world of beach volleyball. Representing the United States, he stood in the Olympic arena, eyes burning with fire. The crowd roared, the world watched. Every serve, every jump, every spike was thunder in motion. He wasn't just an athlete anymore. He was a beast, unstoppable, unbreakable, unshakable. And then came the moment, the final point. He leapt higher than ever before, spiked the ball with the force of his entire journey, and silence turned into a roar of victory. The whistle blew. He dropped to his knees, tears streaming down his face, because the boy who once stacked boxes in a warehouse was now an Olympic champion. A gold medal hung around his neck, shining under the lights. But the real treasure was not the medal. It was the journey, the pain, the sacrifice, the endless nights of doubt that led him to this moment. He had proved that dreams do come true. But his story didn't end on the podium. He returned to the sands, teaching children, inspiring young dreamers, showing them that greatness isn't born, it's built. He taught them that no dream is too far, no struggle too hard, and no past too heavy to hold you back. This is more than just the story of an athlete. It is the story of a man who refused to surrender, the story of a worker who became a warrior, the story of a dreamer who became a champion. And his journey will forever remind us that no matter where you start, you can always rise higher than you ever imagined. Subscribe our channel for more updates. Thanks.